Good morning, good morning. Welcome back. Welcome back. We have some updates today. As you can see, still learning. Told you we're gonna have some updates. Here we are. Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is my setup. If some of you didn't see before, yeah, the environment should be, a little bit attractive since we spend a lot of time here. Okay, let's start. Let's take a look and see what we have today. Yesterday was a great day. Had some great moves. First is Euro USD. Fabio, yes, of course I have a beard. Okay, so USD is currently at support. What are we gonna do is wait for a break below, a retest and some continuation hopefully, if we get that breakout, which right now doesn't seem that we're gonna have a breakout, but let's wait. Okay. Yeah, people think I'm old, man, but here I am. I'm just a young guy. Okay, let's take a quick look at all other pairs just to see if we're not missing anyone in this hour, because if that's gonna happen, we can't let that happen. EA is still back in the range. Looks like it couldn't continue yesterday, even though it did, just like we expected. We just expected this range to fail since we're still in downtrend. So yeah, it did, then came back in the range again. Maybe today we're gonna have a close below the support. So we're gonna wait for that. Currently just need to see if we have a break and retest happening. The sound is good, guys. Check your computers or GCAD. Yeah, I didn't take it. I didn't take GCAD. Oh, GJ was perfect. GJ was perfect yesterday. Give me another. I don't even know. Let me see. After the move, it went around, yeah, almost 100 pips. But I closed somewhere at 80 pips, I think, 70, 80 pips. Didn't hold all the way to the top. Yes, a lot of you sent me some profits from yesterday, and I was very happy to see them. Everyone made money yesterday. What if GCAD is a daily retest? I think we should still be able to continue up. GA looks like it's back in the range. Probably on the 1 hour, yeah. Seems like GA is back in the range. Look, the thing is, if I would see this happening on real time, I would probably take it, since it got close back in the range, made a retest and continuation, but now it's the second time that it's coming to make, to try to break this. We'll see. The thing is, the 4 hour is still staying below now. The 4 hour is back in the range too. The daily couldn't close above previous one. The current one is also rejecting, so I think best is to stay away from GA for now. All these tries, probably it's gonna make some tricky moves. GJ needs to break this support or needs to give us a break of this resistance and continue up. We have a lot of rejection at this level. Yesterday the trade we took was at this level. We had this breakout, this retest, and you can see the move all the way up. Now we came all the way back down, got rejected once, twice. Also now we have 2 1 hour candles that are rejecting. Once we break below, I think we have a nice range to fill all the way down here. But if price rejects one more time, we need to close above this resistance. If this candle goes above the previous one, that's going to be a strong confirmation for us, and we need a good breakout too. We'll see 141.900. If we close above, that's going to be good. or we need to close below the support. Okay, so looks like we're gonna have to wait for the candles to close. Okay, what do we have here? Looks like Aussie dollar is making somehow a retest here. We check the 4-hour. Doesn't look very good. Thank you. I tried that. Nice. Very nice. Thank you, Wiki. Okay, guys, just a little bit patience, okay? I'm gonna go through your charts, but let me go through mine first. Because I just want to see what we have first. If we're having any retest or if we had any breakout on the last hours. So GU is the same as GJ. We only need a break below, a retest, and a continuation. Morning from Spain. Morning. Yeah, Mac, if you want some, I can give it to you. I have plenty. Okay, USD CAD. USD CAD looks like it respected the zone pretty well. Had a breakout, a retest, and looks like it's making a retrace. Look, USD CAD has a huge drop on the daily, so it makes sense if we get some recover, some pullback, because daily is crazy, has dropped for days, and looks like we hit this daily support, which made USD CAD to recover a bit. See, EJ breaking. EJ needs to come lower. If you think that we need to break this, the thing is we have another zone right below it, or we go to the 4-hour and we see the zone better. So if we want a trade on Euro JPY, we need to close below this 4-hour support. I know that we have a small zone here on the 1-hour, but if we don't break this too, I wouldn't be comfortable taking sells on a break of this, because it would mean that it's coming from another zone. So we have to wait for a break below here, a retest to continue down. Let's see if we can get that. Okay, EU is the same. Looks like everything is currently at support or trying to break support. Okay, now I'll go through your charts. Now I'll go through your chart, GBP, JPY. Yes, that's the setup we're waiting for. The same zone that we took yesterday. If we break that, we can have a nice move, probably. GBP JPY. Trading with ICE. Yes, that's the setup we're waiting for too. We are looking at it on the 1-hour. we don't trade 30 minutes, but it's the same setup. So yeah, good, good. Okay, I'm just reading your comments and see if you guys sent any charts. Okay, looks like there's no chart. Or we have some new ones. No, usually I don't trade, I don't hold trades overnight because there is no need to. Most of the time we're gonna be done with the trade, before that time comes. Euro GBP 1 hour. I think we need to see this, in a bigger picture, not just this small view here, because we have no idea what we have on the left or what's happening. Let's just take a look on a bigger picture, because we need to see what's happening on the left too. So this 1 hour, I wouldn't take this because basically we're still at support. So this small minor zone that was created here, I wouldn't trust it, and it can easily result in a fake out. So on the 4 hour, there's not a zone at all. So there's no trade here yet. There's no trade yet. Wow, Sahaj, please, it's just one time you can say, and we can watch it. There's no need to do that. How do you confirm direction? Candles. Candles tells us the direction. Candles tells us the direction. Once we have a breakout, that's the time when we get a confirmation. Once you get a breakout, that's our confirmation. We enter on the retest. I don't trade GBP NZD, but I'm gonna take a look. Why not? I'm gonna take a look and see what we have here. GBP NZD coming for a retest. Let's clear everything here. Okay, so we have support here. If we go on the left, we can see that also price got rejected a few times from here, and a lot of times is price coming from another zone. Let's check. And the thing is, price made the move before making the retest, sorry, made the move before the retest. It is a 23 pip move after the candle opened. So there was no retest first, because the retest should be right after the breakout. And even if it doesn't come right away to make the retest, at least should be, not moving the whole 20 pips, because that's what we asked for. And probably the first target would be this, which it already did. If we go on the 1 hour, yeah, the 1 hour doesn't look good. The previous candle very bullish, so not gonna take anything here. And see on the 1 hour, if you go closely, you can see that we already had the break and retest on the 1 hour. It just was not that strong. The first break and retest already happened. See, we had a close below, a retest, and continuation away to next zone. Then we got rejected all the way up, big bullish candle. This can still continue up. Now it's too risky to take it. I'm just gonna skip it. GBP NZD is too risky. It is very volatile and I don't like it. I don't like to trade GBP NZD. 20 pips on GBP NZD, 20 pips stop loss is not enough. Okay, GBPN 1 hour. Waiting for price to come down and continue up. Okay, what about this zone? If we break below, we can take sells to this zone. Then after this, you can take buys if you want, but buying GJ here would be too risky unless you have, if you have some confirmation that it's not going to tell you that price is going to continue up. If you draw trend lines, I think would be maybe a better draw like this. But yeah, we'll see. For me, I would wait for a break below this, a retest to continue to this next zone. Okay. For how long you're opening your trade for? It depends. I don't know. Sometimes it takes 2 minutes. Sometimes it takes 10 minutes. Sometimes it takes an hour maybe to work. It just depends. If we take a trade on the 1 hour, that means it's gonna take at least 1 hour to move, because you're taking it in the 1 hour time frame. So you can expect at least an hour to move. Or if you take it on the 4 hour, means that price can also give you the pips you want in 10 minutes, but also can take up to 4 hours to work out. So that's the thing. If you take a trade in 5-minute time frame and it takes 2 hours to work out, then that's not a good sign. Okay, Aussie dollar. Short may be more likely if we break below a retest and continuation. Looks good, Herman. Looks pretty good, not bad. If we do close below that, we may have a nice move to the downside. That can happen. I was thinking that even this was, as a retest here, and we should have that continuation to the downside. Maybe we get another breakout, a retest, and continuation. Aussie dollar is in a huge made some huge moves to the upside. Maybe we're gonna see some recovery, but we'll see. Look how bullish Aussie dollar is. Crazy. Taking sells would be a little bit risky, I can say, but we'll see our options. We'll see our options. Euro JPY 30 minute. What you're doing here, I think, is too risky. You have entered on the 30 minute. There is no confirmation, first of all, which would make this very risky in the first place. Then I think you should wait for confirmations, honestly. Also, I don't trade 30 minutes, but I wish you good luck. Better, why don't you wait for candles to close? Even if it's 30 minutes, wait for the candle close. Wait for the retest and continuation. I think it's a way, this way is a risky way to trade. I don't trade the lower time frames because they make things for me more difficult. No. I don't use lower time frames at all. Only 1 hour and up. Higher time frames prevail. High time frames are always better and safer. AUD JPY, okay, this looks pretty good. AUD JPY looks pretty good. I think it should continue down. Even though this candle that closed back in the range was not a good sign, but still the next one managed to come all the way down and close back below. As long as it stays below here, we should have some continuation to the downside. Maybe fill in this wick. I think it should come at least here, where these candles are closed, because looks like we have a zone here. That's why this should be your first target, because it may reject it again. So as long as it stays below this, I think should be good. Once it does close back in the range, look for a way out. Did you catch GCAD on the retest? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. GBP USD already in sells. You guys today have no patience, looks like it. You are entering whenever you can. I need more reasons here. Why did you enter trade? Because GU here is right at support. If you took sells here, that means you're just hoping. You're trading with hopes, because you're hoping that price is going to break through that and continue down. You're not using any confirmation. You're not waiting for any confirmation here. I think it's too risky what you're trading today. Yes, David, I use that leverage. You guys today are not waiting for confirmations. You are not waiting for confirmations. You're CAD waiting for a breakout, retest, continuation. Not bad. Your CAD looks good. Let me take a look. Yeah, this is a 4-hour zone 2 for your CAD, so if it does break below, I think it can give us a very nice move. But I find your CAD too messy most of the time, creating a lot of zones, leaving some big wicks, just like it did here. So somehow creates too many zones in between. I don't trade gold. I don't trade gold. And I think you shouldn't trade gold either. Why would you do that when you have plenty of other pairs that can give you enough setups? Yes, GJ, waiting for that setup too. Waiting for that setup. Let's see what we have. EU is about to break, maybe, but the thing is, we have plenty of time. We have plenty of time until the candle close. So we're gonna have to wait. US 30, we don't trade that. EA is still on the consolidation box. We need a break below, then we can enter on the retest. No breakout, no trade. No breakout, no trade. What about this zone? Okay, let's take a look. You have to focus on which zone is stronger. So do you think this zone is stronger than the one above you? I think not. So I think this next zone that you're saying shouldn't be a problem. We should just wait for this zone to break, because we saw what happened last time that we broke above and made a retest, and look at the move all the way up. Then get rejection again, rejection again. We need a retest and continuation to the downside, hopefully. So let's wait and see. Minors against majors, we should focus on major zones. I don't trade GBP CHF. Send a chart if you can, so I can go through it, because I don't want to add 100 pairs in my list here. Okay, GBP JPY 30-minute sell stop. Take profit 1, buy stop. Okay, so pendings, you have pendings above and below. I think when you trade live, when there is no news coming up, I think you should use market orders. You can do it manually. not use pendings. I think pendings are for people that cannot stay in the charts most of the time, or they work. So let's say, for example, you are waiting for a break of a zone and it does break, then you don't have time to wait for the retest. Now after the breakout you set pendings that if it does come for a retest, you have your pending there and it gets activated because you don't have time to stay on the charts and do it by yourself. Or you can use pendings for the news if you want to trade the news with pendings, then yes. But I think using sell stop, buy stop is too risky just because you need to wait for candles to close. Price, for example, can just come here, activate your sell stop, and then reject. Why? Because you have support. And putting sell stops at support, I wouldn't think it's a good idea. It can work maybe, but you'll get stopped a lot of times too, because you've seen how long sometimes it takes to break a zone, and using sell stops, buy stops would be too risky. You definitely have learned from Todd. Who's that? GBP US dollar. Enter on the retest. Yeah, hopefully we're gonna get that retest. We'll see if we're gonna get that retest, because we're having some huge drops here. EA is about to break out, EJ is about to break, GU is about to break. All these pairs, it's crazy. We're gonna get so many breakouts. We're gonna have to decide which one we want to take, because there are too many. I will probably take EJ or maybe GJ. Let's see. They're all good. It's gonna be hard to decide which one I want to take, which I don't want to take. Todd is a guy who started just like you. He now sells courses and boot camps online. He's from Scotland. I don't know. I didn't trade. I didn't start to trade a year ago. I trade for 4 years. I don't know him. Can we see your profit statement? I think there's no need. You can see all the trades we take every day. That should motivate you. You look like Jesus. Wow. I don't think so, because I don't know how Jesus looks like. That's crazy. Jesus trading Forex. What are your basic rules for exit if price starts to move against you? Did you learn from Ted? I didn't have a mentor, guys. I didn't. I learned by myself. And during that period of time, I had a lot of people who I took something from, you know? But I didn't have a mentor that told me, okay, you have to do this, you have to do this, look for this, look for that. I figured it by myself. What? 50 years? Oh man. You thought I'm 50 years old? That's crazy. Too bad. Maybe because I used that effect that makes you look old one time, and I posted it. I posted it on Instagram. A lot of people really believed that I was that old. The 1 hour strategy, can I use it to trade just on one pair? Like GJ, yes, of course. It's crazy because it's way above me, 52. I'm 24 and think that I'm 52. Do I sound that old? Morning. Yeah, 50 years old. It's not too much. It's not too much, I'm just kidding. I know a lot of people that are 50 years old and they work just like they are like 20 years old. Age is just a number. I can't read all the comments today, too much. Too many comments today. I can't read all of them. How many screens do you use? Plenty. Plenty of them. 49 inch, 27, 27, another like 20. I have plenty of them. Next year I'm gonna add this whole screens, another one above. So it's gonna be another 49 inch above this, another 27 and another 27. So until I die and I go blind. Okay, let's take a look at the chart. We have some more minutes to wait. We need patience. We need to wait for a breakout. Waiting for this candle to close bearish below support, waiting for minor resistance to form here, stop loss placed here. GP set at previous minor support. Yes, it looks good. It does look good. Waiting for this on the 1 hour would be even better. Hello, I'm new. What about DAX in 1 hour? I would go for short. Is there any option? I think the best would be to not trade DAX because these don't move. They don't move just based on technicals. There are a lot of things that affect them. I'm 57 and never stop learning, even from the young ones. That's amazing. That mindset is special, because in my country, people that are older than you don't want to, they don't want to teach you to teach them because they say, I know everything, you're too young to teach me or something like that. But I like that you guys or everyone are willing to learn even from younger people, because everyone knows something that everyone knows something different, from you. I know something, you know something else, and that's the way we help each other. Nobody knows everything. Why do you need so many? It's not necessarily uh, to have so many, screens, but since I do live streams, I need more than one. I need more than one since I do live streams. Even if you do live streams, you need, to have some. You need to have some things that will help you get that. You need a good computer, for example. You can't do live stream just from any computer. Isn't enough too? It is, but why not having more? Like I said, I want my office to be attractive. Are you streaming with Trade with Monty? No, Monty took a day off today. Looks like we have a wrong chart. Can you share your cam on Zoom as well? Beta, yes, but on Zoom, let me see if I can take. Okay, is it good now? Yes. Forgot about it, to be honest, because my video is off on Zoom every time, so totally forgot to open it. I bought this cam yesterday, finally came, so better with a view. Are you comfortable taking sales before breaking the low? Yes, I am, because this zone hits way better, and this was just a fake out, I think, that happened before price only consolidated for a bit, and I think this is the major zone that you should wait for a break and retest. Then we have plenty of more room to continue down. So we'll have to wait and see. If we get rejected from another zone, of course, we know that that's not a good idea to take it. But yeah, see, just look where most of the candles are closing. If the 4 hour rejects all the way up, that wouldn't be very nice. Having a big 4 hour rejection wouldn't be good at all. But I think even though it comes from this support, if you want to say, I think it's not gonna have any effect when price comes for retest. Are you going to London? We'll have to see. Maybe in the future. No, I don't trade lower than 1 hour. That's my rule. That is my rule. Look guys, taking impulse trades, it's not a good idea, I'm telling you. I'm telling you that it's not a good idea. There is no consistency, no good consistency. You need to be careful. Another cleaner takes Euro US dollar. Yeah, we are waiting for that breakout. If you go on the 4 hour, you have even a better picture. See, let's go to the 4 hour. 4 hour is even better, and we have room to drop all the way down to the next support. So let's wait and see. If EJ is gonna look too risky to take it, then we have plenty of other setups that coming. EU, we have EJ, we have Euro, Australian dollar. Well, looks like it's not breaking. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Aussie dollar maybe. GBP USD. GBP USD is even better. If it does come for a retest, then we can use our stop just above the breakout candle, which is pretty small, I think. Around 14-15 pips. So it would make sense a lot. What about the daily? I am from Kosovo. Look, we'll have to see how GJ looks on the daily. Do we have more room to continue down? That is the thing. I think we have some more room to come down. I think we can come down here to 141 at least. Yeah, I think we have some more room to go. You see, the daily candles rejected a little lower, so we might see some more drop to the downside. And after that, we'll have to see what we can do. We'll see. We'll just take when the candle's gonna close. We're just gonna take the safest trade possible. Because you see that we're having rejections, and we don't want to take trades that have a weak breakout. We're gonna wait for strong close. GU looks the best right now. GJ2 can't say GJ doesn't look good too, but GU even better, because GU doesn't have anything, no traffic on the left all the way down here. So we have a clean range to fill once it does break make a retest, then we can go for more continuation. Okay, forgot to put this. Wrong chart, Oxford. You sent a wrong chart. Yes, Mac, that's what we're waiting for too. Once we get this close below, then nice retest and some continuation. That's what we are waiting for too. Would be interesting to open a private chat in TradingView where you can invite chat users. This way we can exchange ideas also in American session. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see in the future. Maybe we can do something like that. GJ may reject because created a doji at support. No idea about that, but we're just gonna wait for the 1 hour to close. If we start to look at lower time frames, you're gonna find a lot of different things. Dojis, morning stars, I don't even know how they're called, but let's keep it simple. Is it safe to buy because it's going to retest? No, it's not. A lot of people say, if you are waiting for a retest, why don't you buy? Because you can ride it until it comes for a retest. The thing is, you don't know if you're going to have a retest. That's the point. And there are a lot of times when you don't get a retest, price just continues straight to that direction. So better to wait for the retest than enter by thinking that for sure it's going to come for a retest. On what time frame do you want to see the retracement? 1 hour. No need to check other time frames. Ellie Bello. Nice, congrats if you caught USDCHF. Send a chart, we'll look your trade. How do we confirm on the retest? Which time to look for? You don't need to wait for a confirm on the retest because the breakout is your confirmation. If you have the breakout, then you are good. But if you want more confirmations, you can wait for candles to reject maybe first, then enter. But most of the time you would miss the trades, and entering on the retest is the best way possible to use a very small stop loss too. If you want to share a chart, you have to go to this one here on your trading view. Take a snapshot and copy the code that it gives you and send the code here. No lower time frames, no lower time frames. Maybe I should write it here. I don't use lower time frames. because I get the question all the time. Let me do this. Is this good now? Yes, new look. Is trading a 100 lot same as trading one lot? Of course it's not. With 100 lots, you make a lot more profits than one lot. So huge difference. Also, you take way bigger losses than you take with a 1 hour. Look guys, if you are new here, you need to just take a small time and go take a look at the previous live streams, just so you know what we do here. You can find it out very easy just by searching or going through the previous webinars in which we take live trades every day, so you have plenty to see. Bigger lot size would need lower time frames. I don't think so. Look guys, there are a lot of ways to trade. If you find lower time frames good for you, then use them. If you see that lower time frames are making your trading more complicated, then don't use them. It's all up to you. On the higher time frames, GJ support is lower, all the way to 141 is the next daily zone. So I think we shouldn't have any problem coming all the way down here. But I'll probably take Euro USD. We'll have to see. We'll have to wait for candle closes because we need to see which one is going to give us a better breakout. So we'll have to wait. Euro US dollar support. Would be better if you would send this closer, to zoom in a bit because we can't really see. But I get the idea. I get the idea that we're going to continue down, but after the retest, if we do have the breakout. If not, then we're just going to wait and see. Yes, I only use break and retest. Only break and retest all day long, all week, all months, all whole year, for years now. If you go on my Instagram, you can see that I only trade one setup. Only one setup. As long as it works how it works every day, there's no need for me to change it. How was the feeling for you by having bigger and bigger lots? Is it a psychological difference? It is a little harder maybe if you use bigger lot sizes, because with bigger lot sizes you will have bigger losses after, which also you're gonna have bigger wins too, but you're gonna have to prepare yourself that you're gonna lose sometimes, and you have to prepare yourself to see if you are ready to accept losses. As long as you use good risk management, it doesn't matter how big the account is. If you have consistency, it's not going to be any problem for you to trade bigger lot sizes. Once you start to, not use good risk management, that's when things get worse. That's when things get worse, when you start to not use. As long as you've seen me, I'm never stressed out because I use good risk management. One trade's never gonna make a difference. It can make only small difference, but one trade, it's never gonna define you. So as long as you have consistency using good risk, you should never be stressed out or have, psychological barriers or anything like that. Okay. Look, I don't need to, I think, to write have less or less volatile. The red ones are the high volatile, and the yellow one is so in between. Yes, yes, we keep things simple. That's why my course is called Market Simplicity. Okay, we have a breakout. What about your USD? We have a breakout. What about the 4-hour? It's not closed yet. EJ also a breakout. Which one you guys want to take it? I think I'm gonna go with GU. Think I'm gonna go with GU. Why? Because I just feel it's more clean setup. We have a breakout. Wait for the retest. The retest should come at least, I think, should come at least 133,500. That's going to be my entry. Stop loss above the breakout candle. Let's wait for that. What about GJ? If you want to take GJ, you can. GJ is also good. Can you put a sell limit? Why would I put a sell limit? Because I'm here, I can take it by myself. There's no need for sell limit here. I just got an email asking me how to send a chart. This is pretty easy, guys. You see this camera here on your right on TradingView. Can you see this camera here? Do your analysis and click this, you get a snapshot and you get a code which you need then to copy and send it to me. It is pretty easy. What's your drawing tool? It's from the Zoom app. Euro AUD, what about Euro AUD? It's nothing. There's nothing here, there's no breakout. As long as it stays in between these two zones, there's no trade. This is a consolidation box. You need to wait for break above or a break below to continue down. Okay, my trade's gonna be GU. My trade's gonna be GU, so let's wait. Let's see if we can break this record today. We have 700 people. Let's go to 800. Invite your friends. Let's make a new record because my old record is 720, I think. What about the upcoming news? Good point. What about upcoming news? Let's see if we have any. No, we have the 1 hour close. We broke below support. We are waiting for a retest and then continuation after the retest to the next zone. That's what we're waiting for. So 52 minutes Euro news, which is not important. Yeah, there's no GBP news right now, so we are good to go. USD news are in 4 hours. That can affect GU maybe because of the US dollar. Other than that, we don't have anything else to worry about. Now all we need a retest. By retest, you mean going to wait for support to form and break the retest the new low? Break and no, by retest I mean price coming, retesting the zone and continuation. The retest is while price is coming at this, that's the retest. Price coming at this zone one more time before continuing to the downside. Why GU? Because I like GU better. GJ is the same, but the only thing is GU, because of these candles on the left, that's why I'm not taking GJ and I'm taking GU. GU has a better chart, I think. No, Russell, you send the chart here on the YouTube chat. I told you about that a few minutes before. Fun happens. I'm not muted now. I am muted sometimes. Even if you see me on the video speaking, means that I'm speaking with someone else. Where would you put your... My resistance is here, 1.18850, which is also 4-hour level. So I draw that on the 4-hour. This is where all the 4-hour candles closed. That's where we should get the retest. I don't know about GJ. I want to take GU better if it does come. GJ is good too. Where's Monty? Monty is taking a break. I have a feeling that I'm gonna miss out, but better miss out than take an early entry. Should come higher. It should come a little higher so we can have that retest. Can price reject from this price level 2? Yes, it can, because it's not a big range. We have around not even 10 pips range right where candles are closed. So we may have a rejection from this point here too. What's your relationship with Magic Keys? Nothing. I'm just an affiliate. It's not my product, but it's a product that I recommend buying. Why? Because it helps a lot with risk management, managing your risks. Magic Keys is the best tool out there for trading, for opening trades, closing trades, managing risk, everything. Let's see, if it does come a little higher, then I'll take some sells. Because GU is not coming, it's taking more time. GJ probably is gonna come before GU. GJ has rejected exactly from yesterday low price. Would that mean much? Look, we can say it's a little bit more risky because it rejected this yesterday low. That's why I want to take GU, because GU has more room to continue down. There's more room on GU. We have 20 pips. From the retest we have a 40 pip range, but GU is not that much volatile like GJ, so it's taking more time. That's the thing. I still think that we will respect this zone. Why? Because just take a look how strong this zone is and how strong is this zone. This is just one candle, two candles, and here you have plenty of them. Things should respect this and have at least a 10 pip move to a downside. You know, just filling this wick here on the left. The daily is way below this on GJ. The daily is still about how many pips? All the way to 141 is the daily support. But we have another one, a small one here too. Let's see, this is where these daily candles closed and some wicks that got touched, and this is next support on the daily. Let's take a look. Looks like we broke that. See, the line here that I drew on the daily is the same that is on the 1 hour, so we can expect some continuation. What are you using for confirmation? The breakout. The breakout is my confirmation. I feel like we're gonna miss this trade, but let's see. Thing is, we got another 10 pips that we need to push on GJ, and I don't want to have an early entry, so better wait than be sorry later. All I see is the reason not to take it. Why don't you look at it from the different point? What are the reasons you should take it? Honestly, I don't see too many things that tell me to not take this. Only thing is this one candle. But if you compare it with the zone, which one is stronger? We need to start from the positive way, you know. We need to start to see it how it's gonna work out, now how it's gonna fail, because that's the first mistake there. Thinking how it's gonna hit your stop loss even before entering. Let's see, the thing is, whatever happens here, we can make it back. Let's say, first thing is what we expect is a retest and continuation. That's the first thing. What if price results to be, happen to be a fake out, let's say. For that, we're going to need to close above. If it does close above, that means it's a fake out. And it can still give us a chance to exit on the breakout, on the break even, sorry. Stop loss should be just above the breakout candle, and if price closes just a little above, we can also cut our losses short. What we can do also is that we can wait for that retest of the fake out and take buys. So there are plenty of options. If price decides to move to the upside, we can take a break and retest of this zone too. So we shouldn't overthink it too much. GU is still far, but GJ is right at this resistance here. Still thinking if we should take it. I'm gonna take some sales on GJ. Let's see what happens. But I'm gonna use low risk. Not gonna use the same risk that I use usually. I'm gonna use lower risk just to take, to protect my profits or to protect my balance. Taking sales on GJ, stop loss is gonna be, let's say, 10, 15. Yeah, 15 pip stop loss. I'm gonna put my stop loss above the breakout candle. If this is gonna push to the upside and result in a fake out, it's gonna need to go above the breakout candle. That's the sign that tells us it's probably going to be a fake out. The only thing is this minor zone here. That's the only thing that makes GJ a little bit risky. Let's see what happens. I'm taking the risk. The 1 hour has no top wick on my chart. That doesn't mean that much for me. Guys, you don't need to take it. If you don't find yourself comfortable on this, then just skip it. Just skip this. I said I'm taking low risk, so I'm ready to take a loss if that's the case. But I still want to take the setup, because if I don't take risk, I don't know the result ever. So I'm gonna wait. Price is currently pushing above this resistance. Let's see. Let's see if it's gonna react or stop me out right away. Okay, once it does push above this, game over. How come you don't look at the 1 minute chart? Have to repeat the same thing again, looks like it. And looks like I'm gonna take a loss here. Yes, I'm taking a loss here. Taking a loss. First day seeing SAT. Yes, here I am. I'm gonna look for another entry on GJ if it does happen what I'm thinking, because we can still continue down. We can still. I was thinking to increase my stop loss for a bit, but there's no need, because that would be a bad lesson for you to say that we need to move our stop loss while it's going to against us. Last sound, yes. Almost forgot about that. Let me find it, because when we play the winning sound, we should play the lost sound too. It's on my group somewhere, so I had to scroll a lot because we talk a lot on our chat group. GJ is gonna do me dirty because this is the stop loss sound. One more time. GJ. Still have sell bias here. This happened to me before, but we'll see. We'll see. If it does drop again, I may try it again. GU is coming. We had to use a stop loss sound. Time came. It finally came. Euro USD is nothing. Nothing happening on Euro USD. There is still a lot of time. It's not coming for a retest. Looks like EJ did. I think EJ, GJ also would be better if we wait for the 4 hour. I want to take GU now again. Would be my second try. The thing is, the 4 hours. The 4 hour candles are the thing, because like I said before, having a big rejection, yeah, it was my mistake. I'm gonna have to accept it. I did a mistake here, because I said by myself 4 hour coming all the way as a rejection would be too risky, but I used low risk, as I said. I knew that I could have get stopped pretty easy, but we can get a good setup here if it decides to continue up, and we can make it back pretty easy. If it closes above, we can enter on the retest. No, I didn't enter too early, and that's my way of trading. So we can find a lot of excuses, but there's no excuse for me. There's no excuse. This is how I trade, and losses are part of the journey. USD JPY. Yes, Brandon. If we get a 4 hour breakout on UJ, I think we can have a very nice trade there. And now the sun is right in my eyes. Can't see anything. Maybe GJ is retesting now. Zone is up there. Yeah, it can reject this too. But like I said, I don't know. This is how we took a lot of trades before. Jayan Patel, please wait. Wait for a bit because we're trying to find another entry here. So we need some time. Look, 4 hour going all the way bullish, it doesn't really make sense on GJ. GU rejected all the way down. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna take another entry on GJ. Already took it. I'm gonna use the same stop loss just above the current wick here that made GJ. Let's see, second try. Still same bias. We need to see what happens. Nasdaq. We don't trade Nasdaq. Very sorry. Let's see. Yeah, GU was perfect. GU was perfect, but see, changed my mind on the last minutes and took GJ, but I'm gonna make it back. Let's see. Let's see. Second try on GJ. Let's go. Let's see that drop. Let's see that drop, GJ. If I take 2 losses in a row, which doesn't really happen, probably we'll look for another one on New York session because London would be done. Let's see. Starting slow. This candle, once it goes bearish, game over. If that's gonna happen, we'll see. Yeah, GJ went for a deeper retest, but I don't want to hold when I don't feel comfortable holding when it goes above the breakout candle. It's never a good sign. It's never a good sign. But this is like the third time that we trade GJ like this. No, second time. We had the same situation on a trade on GJ. You guys know, but it was a London Open, I think, that happened. We had that big push. So let's see. We need some continuation now. We need some continuation. Okay, let's see this chart because I got asked a few times, so can't just ignore it. We have to look at his chart. Patel, or how do you spell it? USD CAD. Okay, Very nice. If it does break above, you may have a nice trade on your hands there. And looks like we may do a small recovery on USD CAD. So it does look good. Wait for the breakout. If you use 2% risk per day or per trade, so if you do 20 trades, you are going to use 40% risk. No, that's wrong. A trade doesn't mean a position. If you enter 20 positions, it's still one trade. You just split that 1% risk in 20 positions. It doesn't mean that you're entering more than one position, that you're entering more risk, you're using more risk. That doesn't mean like that. You can split a 1% risk in 10 positions. So let's say one lot is going to risk 1% of your profits. So you take that one lot and you split it in 10 positions, 0.10 lots. That's the thing. GJ has more room to continue down. It's going to give us at least 10 pips here. We'll see, maybe it's not, but I think that's all we see here. Or only this candle going bearish, it's going to give us 20 pips. Yes, we have a new record. Yes, it is. New record of viewers. I think we're going to go at 800 today. If you're making 100% return on your investment within a month, does the broker have any issues if you withdraw everything? Just make that 100% return and you'll see that you'll have no problems. There are a lot of brokers, good brokers now that you'll have no problems with. There are a lot of brokers. Let's go, GJ. It's taking time. We have 20 minutes left. We have 20 minutes left. What about GU? The only thing that I didn't take GU is because it took too long. So I got to go to GJ, and GJ was right here making the retest. So after I took GJ, then GU came for the retest. So GU tricked me. It was very nice, but it did trick me, and it went easily 15 pips at least. So we'll see. Let's see what GJ is gonna do. If it does stay below this, we may see the next candle continue down, but it's not a good sign that it's not already moving. Yeah, GJ is taking too much time. We'll see. If it does push right one more time, we may not see GJ coming down today at all. GJ has no bottom wick. I know it doesn't have a bottom wick, but it doesn't really play a big role, in my opinion. Look guys, we can't think buys on GJ unless we see a confirmation, right? So unless this candle closes back in the range, there's no reason to think that GJ is gonna push. So we need confirmation. Once I see that price is closing above, then we'll see. If we don't get stopped before the candle close, which can happen also, it's a possibility. Yeah, it can be a false breakout. Now it's gonna be a second retest on GU, so better stay away. Even this GJ, I don't like it anymore, but let's wait and see what happens. Because we have some more time now. If it does go once again above this, probably it's gonna continue more. Let's say if it's gonna stay below. Because there's still time, there is still time. Sometimes it takes 50 minutes and it doesn't move, and the move happens in the last 10 minutes. So let's wait and see. See, it rejected this small zone here, but for buys, even if this candle does close like this above this resistance, I'm still not gonna look for buys because we have this zone here that we need to break. I would only take buys if we break above 141.900. I would enter on the retest to continue up. Unless I see that, there's no buys for me. Do you trade full-time or part-time? Full-time. I trade full-time. Did you take GU? No, I didn't. Because I took GJ. What monitor do you use? 49-inch and the two other 27 inches. How long are you trading? 4 years. Waiting, waiting, waiting. If it does once again go above the previous breakout candle, I'll cut my losses short if that's the case. Yes, it is a Samsung 49-inch. How long did you spend to get consistent? Probably 1 year. After 1 year I found break and retest, and from then it just went bullish. It was all the way bullish after I found break and retest. I used to I used to have I used to use lower time frames too, but by the time I saw that they were just messing up my break and retest and giving me dubs all over the place, so I wanted to stick with higher time frames only, and it turned out to be a game changer. Yes, yes, yes. Are you funded or sponsored? None of them. I'm not funded, I'm not sponsored. I don't make money from YouTube, anything. Just making money from trading. Is your wife trading today? Yes. Also, she's playing games. She's a gamer too. How did you learn? I spent a lot of time on charts and I learned how market moves, why does it move, everything. Time it's 10:46 a.m. Let's see. We have another 15 minutes or 13 to be more exact, more specific. Yes, I live off trading full time. It's not a good sign, it's not a good sign. GJ probably gonna stop me out again. Let's see, should stay below this, I don't understand this question. How manage your margin of loss in one day? I don't understand that. My broker is Pepperstone. Would you ever educate on IM Academy? What's that? Close 50% of your positions is getting ready to go up in lower time frames. IML, I don't know, I have no idea. If I would educate, there are a lot of people in IML. I mean, if they would have a proper educator, what academy would be the best? Because they have so many people there. Jack, not gonna close, man. This is how I trade. I don't get scared by one trade. This doesn't affect any of my profits at all. It's not my first day of trading. I can take a loss or two losses. I never look at lower time frames and I'm never gonna look. I don't have to change anything from what I do now. I know that losses can happen. I know that I can get faked out during a trade, and I know that I can make it back very easy. So, but good for you guys that are thinking for me and that you're worried for me. Thank you, Jack, for thinking of me and giving me advice. Should I start to wear ties and be all professional? Okay, let's see. Oh, limit of a loss per day. Yeah, I have a limit of a loss per day. 3 trades. If I lose 3 trades, I don't trade anymore. 2 losses, if I take 2 losses in London session, then I'll probably wait for New York session to see if I get a good setup that I can make it back. Not just any setup, okay, but a good setup that I think it can make my losses back. Okay, GBP USD 5 minute. Took a small position as candle close approaches. Vikram Dandrian. Congrats, but I don't understand the way you trade. But if it does work for you, very nice. Congrats. Trading on the 5 minutes, not for me. It is not for me. Oh, Euro GBP 30 minute. Break and retest. Styles averages continue down. Nice one. Looks good and clean. This is what I like to see. Perfect. Okay, 7 minutes left. Let's see how it's gonna close. The candle close is gonna tell us everything. Do you use MA crossovers? No, I don't. I think morning is dobro jutro. Carl, I'm from Kosovo, man. Good morning is Mirman Jesse. We speak Albanian. Ali Bello, you didn't send a chart. I looked for your chart, but I didn't see anywhere. How many pairs I trade? One at a time. How can you draw resistance and support with such of those candles, tails and bodies? You just draw your support and resistance where candles are closed, that's all. That's where the right support is, where candles are closed. Let's see. UJ, what about UJ? UJ is hitting a small resistance and it's breaking this resistance here. And it has another resistance here. UJ is a mess. So I think skip UJ. Okay, yeah, GU got rejected again. We need GJ to reject also. 5 minutes left. And we get to see what we're gonna do. Do you use wedges pattern? No, I don't. There are so many things on Forex that they have some weird names. Head and shoulder pattern, flag pattern, Fibonacci, ABC, wedge pattern. So many different ones. Let's go, GJ, let's go. What are you waiting for? Give us some quick pips and we're done. When a trade takes too much time to work out, it's never a good sign. Because more time it takes, higher possibility of breaking up. Weird that I didn't get the question for gold today. I think I only got asked one time about gold. It's a good thing because people are remembering that I don't trade gold. That's a good thing. We still on this trade? Yes, we are, unless we say that we're not. Turtle soup strategy. We have also cup of coffee strategy. Aussie dollar. What about Aussie dollar? We missed it. Oh my god. We missed Aussie dollar. But anyway, it was a weak breakout. I wouldn't take it. 2 pips only. 2 pips only. Yeah, 2 minutes left. Do you trade based on how the sun reflects in your eyes from the window and casts shadows on your table? If the shadow is up, I go for bullish. If the shadow is down, I go for bearish. The middle finger strategy is the best. I almost forgot about that. Okay. 1 minute left. 1 minute left. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Do we have the 4-hour close also on the next hour? I don't live in UK. I've said a lot of times Kosovo. Okay, so we have an indecision candle close, which I think I'm gonna close at break even or small profit. Okay, plus 2 pips. 2 pips in profit. Let's go, give me 5 pips in profit. Okay, I'm closing at break even. GJ, because it didn't close where I wanted. Should have closed below. Can price continue down? It can, but it's not as good as it was before. So best way is close at break even. Two pips profit, very nice. Yeah, let's see. What happened to 4 hour? I forgot to check. Yes, the 4 hour closed all the way above, which means there is no breakout on the 4 hour. And the 1 hour closed a little above, which means we may see some continuation to the upside. What about GU? Because GU closed below on the 4 hour. Florent, very nice. If you're on buys, congrats, but I don't see buys yet. What about GU? What if GU comes for a retest on the 4 hour? I don't know. It seems risky trade. Seems risky, even though it looks pretty good. It should continue down. I think GU has better chances of continuation. I think it should continue down. Maybe this candle make another try to break to the upside, then continue down to this next support. Yeah, I still need to take another trade because GJ went to break even, so I'm still left with one trade. See, EJ got rejected pretty good, and Skinny Boys, thank you. Welcome to our trading channel. Yeah, look, we have a close on EJ, a 4 hour close. Binary options are a joke. I can't say it's a joke, but I don't like it. Binary options. Phil, even if I take another loss, I would still be in a good mood, you know, have no emotions. Emotions aside, we don't need emotions because they can affect our decision making. Okay, let's see. We can take EJ cells on the retest probably. Can you explain binary options and what it is? I don't know. You can go do some research. Binary option is somehow like Forex, but not the same. I don't really know to give you an exact answer, but you can search on Google. You can find a lot of information. Wouldn't the EJ be risky coming from another trade, another zone. I think the main zone on EJ is this one, because this is where the most rejections are, and all the 4-hour candles got rejected. Now we have a close below, a retest. On the 1-hour we already had a break and retest. On the 4-hour we get the breakout too. Now we can see here and there some rejections, but I don't see a zone here that would be a problem comparing to this one. So I think we should focus on this zone, and the next zone is all the way down here. We should have some continuation after the retest. So what can we do here? Should we enter sells? Thing is about the daily. Daily is at support, so this is what makes this a little bit complicated. This is what makes it a little bit complicated, because going against the daily is not a good idea. See what we have else here. And GBP pairs are pretty bullish, to be honest. Aussie dollar closed below, but as you can see, only 2 pips. It's too risky. It is too risky. Will GJ go all the way down for a wick fill? We may see that, who knows, but we're gonna need confirmation. Euro AD, oh, we have a breakout. Let's take a look. Unfortunately, the 4-hour is not looking good. I wanted price to close also below this, even though it looks like only a fake out. But we had another rejection here, so I said let's wait for the whole thing to break. We need to wait for a stronger breakout on EA. Why don't you use trend lines? Because I can see trend lines without drawing them. GU coming from a trend line touch. Yeah, that can be also another reason for not taking it. Euro USD. Unfortunately, it didn't give us a retest, but we can see how good it went all the way to the next zone. What about the retest on the 4-hour? What can I say? It's coming from this support now. I don't know if I can say that it's coming from the next zone, from this other zone, because it didn't really come quite to touch the support, but it is very close. So can we say that it's coming from another zone? Maybe we can. Check Aussie dollar. Probin, Aussie dollar has only a 2 pip breakout. Only 2 pips breakout. Maybe you need to be a little careful. Because it's so weak breakout. I wouldn't trust it. GA is back in this consolidation box. We may see some continuation to the upside, who knows. GJ is pushing. GU is pushing. We'll see. Maybe GU is going to respect this 4-hour zone and then continue down. But I don't know. Daily doesn't look very good. Because it's rejecting the same zone that it rejected before. Okay, yeah, UJ is coming from another zone. Brandon, it's a little bit risky, to be honest. I don't know if we can trust this. Even though it is a very strong zone. It is. Can't deny that. And we have a lot of rejections from this level. I'm gonna try it. Even though it's coming from another zone. What can we do here? See the daily at resistance. Don't know. I don't know. 4-hour broke above. If we compare this support to this resistance, which one is stronger? Because we are in between. I think if you look at the zone, how big the rejection was, every time price came here, it looks pretty strong. You know, and we could count this as a good retest to take buys, even though it's coming from another zone. But I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna wait and not take anything yet, unless I get a good trade. A clean setup that I can trust. We'll see. GJ, if it doesn't break this, there's not going to be a big move. We need to break this level, then a retest continue up, but as long as it stays in this range, it's not going to go too far. USD news are later on. We have, I think, let's see, 3 hours. ADP employment change, 3 hours until the news, and we have a speech in 4 hours on GBP. Plenty of time. Nothing much happening right now. Only one loss from that GJ trade. Still need to find one to take to make that back. And looks like CAD JPY can give us a trade here, a possible trade. If it does come a little lower to make a retest. Do you have an Instagram? Yes, I do. It's right on the description. Okay, let's see. If it does come lower, I think we can enter here at 81.200. If it does come a little lower for the retest. Stop loss below the breakout candle. This was the consolidation box and price came and closed back in the range. So we have a breakout. And on the retest we can enter and fill this range to the upside. Thanks for turtle soup strategy. You're welcome. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe GJ gonna give us a chance later on, but we're gonna wait and see. GU is trying to break up too, but the 4 hour is at resistance. We still may see continuation on GU. Let's see. No, Euro AUD is not a good breakout. Ronaldo Russell, you got a nice name. Scott, I think Euro USD, it's good, but it's a little bit risky because, like I said, it didn't quite come for this support, to touch it, so we can say that we got rejected. But I think we're still gonna have a rejection if we come for a retest. So I will probably take it. We'll have to see if it does come. I would probably take it because I see that price has to reject at least to give us 10-15 pips, because it cannot just break this zone like that without having some rejection, because it is a very strong zone. You can see every time price came here how big the rejections was, so we can expect the same thing. Why not consider GJ as closing back in the range? So do we expect it to continue going up? We can expect GJ continuing up, but we need a close above. We need a close above this resistance. If we do close above, then we can consider buys, but before that, I don't think so. It's still in this range. See how these candles rejecting the zone, and that may be also a reason why price is not pushing above that. So we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. Okay, so I'm not stopping the stream yet, just yet, because I want another trade. And I have more time. I'm just gonna take a quick breakout, quick pause, and I'll be back very soon. Be back very soon. Wait for me. I just gotta stay hydrated. Gonna take some water and I'll be back. We are back. We are back. CAD JPY activated. Okay. I'll take buys too. CAD JPY buys. Let's go. CAD JPY. Okay, so I'm entering, I did enter CAD JPY buys. Why? Because we have a break and we have a retest just like we expected before. And now we expect some continuation. We closed back in the range above this. We closed even before on this candle, but we didn't see that, and made a new high here after we closed above 2, a retest, and we expect continuation to the next zone. CAD JPY is pretty good. It is pretty good. It respects zones very well. It's very consistent, and we can trust it. Hello, hello. You don't use magic keys. I don't have it yet. Okay, let's see now. Price should continue up, fill this range. What can we take from this? We can first take 10 pips maybe, as we have this small minor zone here, which I think is not going to be a problem. Then next target is 20 pips. After this, if we do break that too, we have another 15 pips, which will be total of 35 pips. Now let's wait and see what happens. Stop loss is below the breakout candle, which is 6 pips stop loss, because I don't think we need more. I don't think we need more than that. Let's wait for that continuation now. Yes, I'm on CAD JPY buys. I am on CAD JPY buys. Like I said, we have a breakout, we have a retest, and we should see some continuation to the upside. GU is taking too much time. Time will tell what's gonna happen. 4 hour is a breakout on GU, and there's plenty of room to drop on GU. I think it shouldn't continue down, but we'll see. It's having problems to drop. Now all the focus on is on GCAD here. See how good this is going to be. Should flip bullish and start to push up. We have another 20 minutes left in this hour, so it is a good thing that price is reacting to that zone. Benji, why are you selling CAD JPY? Maybe a chart would be good to see. What's your thoughts on GCAD, on CAD JPY? Very slow today, I think. I think very slow. What about Euro USD? Is the 4 hour coming? We'll see. I'll probably take a position, take a trade if Euro USD is gonna come for a retest. We'll see. Still there's more room to come. Another 15 pips for that retest on the 4 hour. So we'll see. GJ still having troubles to continue up. GU will probably continue down, you know, but I don't want to risk it, but I still think it's gonna push down. I think it's a matter of time. I think it's just a matter of time. And CAD JPY is a matter of time. CAD JPY is not that volatile. That's why it has the blue color there, because it's not that volatile. It takes time maybe, but it does move good. It's taking too much time. Market's taking too much time. Too much time. I bought this new feature, or was these overlays about for the stream, and I had this too, but this takes too much place, and I think it would be just for gaming maybe better, but it takes too much place, so I'm not using it. What's good? Hello, Borislav. Hello, hello. First target is 10 pips probably, then we'll see. Second target is the next zone here, which is 20 pips. I need this to go bullish, give me around 10 pips. After that, should reach this zone. After that, the next one 20. If it does break this too, another 15 for the runners. What games? I play Counter-Strike Global Offensive. I installed this, how was it called? Valorant, or I don't know how it was called. I installed Valorant. It's not that bad, but I don't like it that much. I play PS4 games too. Last of Us is one of the best I ever played. What about minor resistance? I think it's not going to be a problem, that minor resistance. Okay, we are waiting, still waiting. We have another 10 minutes. If price stays above, then it should still continue up. If it does come below, still should continue up, but wouldn't be a good sign. Yeah, I played The Last of Us Part 1. The Part 2 not yet. For Honor? No, I don't. I don't know what that game is. I saw the Ghost of Tsushima. That looks epic. USD news in 2 hours and 25 minutes. GBP in 3 hours 40 minutes speech. We have some medium ones. CAD doesn't have any high impact news. I know this is not extendable. Let me check EA. I think I wouldn't trade EA. I would only trade it if, I've said before, consolidation, when we have consolidation boxes, it creates a middle zone, and the middle zone on EA is this. So unless it breaks below or above, there's no trade. But if it does come all the way up here, closes above, makes a retest, there's high chance of continuation if that happens. If that doesn't happen, then it's nothing yet. But sometimes I do trade consolidation boxes like this. If there's a good range, if price comes all the way up and closes above, that means there's high momentum, and if it does close above, we can take another retest, and there's high possibility that price is going to continue and fill the range. So that's the thing. I think it's a wrong chart, Borslav. Tanks. What's that game? Tanks. GBP JPY. Retest of Monday low. Plus Doyen. Too risky. I wouldn't take buys like that. I would say it's too risky. But congrats. If you took it, congrats. Okay, CAD JPY is rejecting. Let's see. Should continue bullish now. Little by little. No, I haven't played too many games, so these games that you guys talking about, most of them I have no idea. I'll find a good game and maybe I can stream later on, but not on the trading hours, maybe after a New York session. See, just have a few minutes left, 8 minutes. Some PC games. Write me some PC games, I'll see which one I would like more. USD JPY is coming from another zone. Look, UJ is coming from another zone, so it's a little bit risky. That's why we skipped it and we didn't take it. And we took CAD JPY, which is going good for now, but we need more. It is not enough. To be honest, black dark mode looks better, but you guys are not liking it. coming from another zone is easy. You see this candle broke above the zone, but it went straight to the next one. So what we want usually is price to stay close and to not reach another zone before the retest. We want the retest, then the move to the next zone. If I keep white, the quality stream is better. When I go to dark mode, it's not that clear. And that's why I should be still. I'll change the colors soon. Don't worry, I change my colors a lot. I already have UJ. Should I hold? Well, it's too risky. I mean, you can hold, but it's too risky. It's your choice. Let's go GCAD. No, CAD JPY, sorry. I don't know why I said GCAD. Let's go. We just turned bullish now. Now we need some more action. Because it's only 5 pips, it's nothing. We need another 5, we get 10 pips. Can secure some, leave some run. How do you manage losing streak? If I losing streak, how do you mean? If I take 2-3 losses in a row? It doesn't really happen most of the time, so I haven't experienced it yet. But what I would do, I would just wait for the next day, because you'll always have another day, and using good risk, it's gonna keep you in the game. As long as you keep using good risk, it's just gonna be another day. Next day you can make it back. That's why we use small stop losses, because you can make it easy back. You can make it back very easy. And there's no need, to be honest, there's no need to use a bigger stop loss. Let's say, why would I put my stop all the way down here? Because if price, it's gonna come all the way back down here, means that it's gonna continue all the way to my stop loss. So there's no need to use a big stop loss, because once it goes past this, we know what's gonna happen. So stop loss just below the breakout candle, because once that happens, probably gonna have a move down. But everything is good now. Having a rejection, probably it's gonna close bullish. Next candle push to the upside. GU is a sell still, unless it closes above resistance. But the 4-hour is still retesting. How do I build small accounts? You will build small accounts by trading, using good risk, following your rules, having a good way of trading, a good strategy, a consistent strategy that has a lot of consistency. CAD JPY is very slow, very slow. Let's see, I'm just gonna look what's gonna happen next to 5 minutes of the new candle. Then I'll probably go, because there's no point of watching it for hours. We can go and do something else while it moves. Not gonna move my stop loss at break even unless I get 10 pips. EU can be nice too. Let's see, the 4 hour still needs to come higher. It needs to come higher, at least for another 10 pips. Do you close 50% only when you reach 10 pips? We'll see. It depends. I can close 80% and leave only 30%. Run. Four hour is also very nice. So we have a double confirmation. 1 hour and 4 hour. How to not consider minor zones in between zones like this. Because the zone that we're taking the trade on is much better, much stronger. Okay. GU closed back in the range, not the 4 hour. The 4 hour is not closed yet in the range. Yes, James. We'll check your chart now. I'm just looking for the winning sound because it's coming. So I need to be ready for it. The winning sound is coming. What was the best trading your career? I don't know, to be honest. I don't know because there were a lot of great trades. I can't say this or that. There were some great ones. Gold was one of them back in the days. Let's see. CJ is coming up so we can play the winning sound. I once traded gold. I don't know. I made a lot of money. It was, I think, after NFP move. He kept pushing and I kept buying on every retrace. I don't trade it because it's not the same anymore. It's not the same now. It's full of fake outs. Okay, GBP yen 15 minute bearish momentum, weak pullback with wick on top, item on no side, no support, candle break support, price close below, confirming we are bearish. Good trade. James Wade, good trade. Not the way I trade, but congrats on your win. Longest runner in pips. I think I had Euro AD 700 pips. Está bien, menos mal interesada estas. Yeah, NFP is this Friday. We'll see what is going to happen. Let's go, CAD, let's go. We're 6-7 pips in profit. Still need some more. We need 10 pips. GBP JPY 15 minute false breakout, strong bullish, candle close bullish above resistance, support, and you entered all the way up here. Good trade. Congrats. Yes, I'm a full-time trader. Phil, you don't believe it, but it was a trade that we took it together on the group, and stop loss was around 10 pips, something like that. We also took like 2 entries on that day on EA. The runner went a lot, like 700 pips. I held it for like a month or 2. Let's go CAD JPY, almost there. Yeah, GJ was almost 100 pips yesterday. It was pretty good. Phil, you can go on my Instagram and just search for a bit. You can find it. It was not a big lot actually, it was a small lot, but I held it, you know. I had that patience to not close it, even though it was in a good profit. What price is, price is, I have my entry around 81.220. So 10 pips is going to be at 81.320. Okay guys, I'm gonna have to go now. But since we are in profit, why not playing the winning sound? because we are winning here. What can we do? I can't say now you can't see me because you can. I could say that yesterday, not today. Okay, guys. Okay, everyone. Gonna have to go now. Thank you, everyone, for participating. Thank you for joining. And it was a slow day. Took a loss today, as you witnessed it. And currently in this CAD JPY trade, it's winning for now, but we'll see later on if we're gonna have some continuation. Expecting that. Max take profit is at this next zone here. Gonna expect to fill this range. Thank you all. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow probably. Have a good day. Use good risk. Don't overtrade. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Yes, Beto, almost 10 pips. You are getting there. Patience. CAD JPY is making me stay now because it started to push right when we wanted to leave. This is not fair. Needs to push another 3 pips. It's not fair. Let's see. The thing is, I'm gonna have to close some here to be honest, because we have this zone, and yeah, why not? I'm gonna secure some pips here. 7 pips, but still we need more. But the possibility of rejecting this is not that high, but it is there. So better secure just some, even though it's not gonna make my loss back. We'll see. New York session would have to bring some more pips. Would have to bring some more pips. Benji, I think it's going up, man. Mate is going up. It's very close to your stop loss now. Also, you didn't send a chart. I didn't see your chart. Were you scared or what? When you trust your analysis, you shouldn't be scared. You should show it to people. Okay, see you guys. I'm gonna have to go now. Have a nice day. Congrats to everyone who caught pips today. See you all tomorrow.